Kella, listen to me. This wasn't an accident. Someone is behind this. Blake, you're pushing it. No. This time, you're the one who doesn't want to see. Wait. What is that?
Previously, a woman falls from Wedmeder Bridge. At first, it appears to be an accident, but witnesses offer different accounts. Timelines don't match, and the woman's identity slowly comes into focus. As questions begin to surface, Blake realizes there may be more to this fall than anyone expected.
She was trying to reach something. I'm sure of it. I look at Kella. We exchange a quick, tense glance. What could she possibly have been trying to touch? Catherine adds one last detail, a detail that freezes the air. She was leaning her torso over the railing, reaching one hand out into the void. Her hand stretched toward nothing. Strange. Very strange. I move closer to the rescue team, trying to understand what's really going on. That's when I notice it. My hands are greasy, slippery, shiny. I rub my fingers together. The substance is almost odorless, chemical, designed to go unnoticed. I wipe them on the edge of my coat, but the feeling lingers. I don't remember touching anything wet or oily. When did they get like this? What did I brush against? The rescuers tell me they're still searching, but it might already be too late. Behind me, I hear Gianni break into a desperate scream. Please! You have to save her!
Kella, standing just behind me, murmured,
How can he be so sure it was really his girlfriend? I answered without hesitation. Because she's not here, and he said they were supposed to meet today, that he had planned a surprise. It's natural for him to fear the worst. Kella shook her head. Wait, if it was a surprise, then she wasn't supposed to know he'd be here. But this feels like a planned meeting, not a surprise. I fell silent for a moment. She was right. Maybe the surprise was something else, I said finally. Maybe they were meeting anyway, and he wanted to give her a gift. Then, suddenly, a voice echoed from a distance. Kella! Kella! I exhaled slowly. I recognized it instantly. James, Kella's partner. I watched her hurry away toward him, already explaining what was happening. It always gets to me, seeing them together like that. I stay a step behind, as usual. Something doesn't sit right. Why would she lean that far? Why stretch her arm into empty space? What was she trying to reach? I walk the length of the bridge. I try to understand. People start to leave. The crowd thins. Only a few of us remain. The supposed fiancé, Gianni. The woman, Catherine, who claims she saw everything. And a man in his 30s who introduces himself as Arlden. The more I listen, the clearer it becomes. All three of them knew the woman who fell, Rianna. Gianni tells me about her. 32 years old, very tall, taller than him, slim, short brown hair, deep, dark eyes. The description matches Catherine's. Now we know for sure. The woman who fell was Rianna. I turned toward Arlden. I was told you knew her, I said. Tell me who she was. He nodded. She was a colleague of his. They used to run into each other at the same hours.
She worked at the Benestrit of London, one of the city's most influential news organizations. I asked him why she was on the bridge. He sighed, said that after work she often passed through there. It was her place to clear her head. Then he added something that caught my attention. Before reaching the bridge, he had heard Rianna talking to someone. She sounded emotional, happy, almost restless. Then she ran off. At the time, he didn't know she was the woman who had fallen, but when he heard the name, he moved closer. He wanted to understand, like all of us. In the end, I turned to the woman who had seen her up close. "Did you know her?" "Not really, but I saw her on the subway before coming here," she said. "I noticed her because of what she was holding." I stopped. What was it? A red envelope. She held onto it the whole time, but when I saw her again on the bridge, it was gone. Maybe she'd put it in her bag. Before I could ask anything else, I heard Kella behind me. "Blake, do you really think this matters? It was an accident. Why are you still asking questions? Let's go." I turned, irritated. "What are you talking about, Kella?" She grabbed my arm, almost trying to pull me away. We started walking along the bridge. "Blake, this isn't our case. They'll handle it. James stayed with the rescue team." I shook my head. I can't leave an investigation in James's hands. "Blake, this was an accident. There's no evidence. Nothing points to murder. You can't turn everything into a crime." She was still talking when she stopped, abruptly. She froze, then turned toward me, as if she wanted to add something. But her eyes dropped to the ground. "Kella, listen to me. This wasn't an accident. Someone is behind this." "Blake, you're pushing it." "No. This time, you're the one who doesn't want to see. Wait. What is that?" I wasn't listening to her anymore. I had noticed something along the side railing of the bridge. I crouched down. She followed. Duct tape. Strips of tape stuck to the edge. I ran my finger along it. The adhesive was still strong, fresh. And there, caught in the corner, a tiny fiber. Red. The shape left behind by the tape was unmistakable. A rectangle, the exact size of an envelope. Why would there be tape on the railing of Wedmeder Bridge? And that's when I understood. A smile crept up on me, uncontrolled, instinctive. Kella leaned in closer, lowering her voice. "Let's go, Blake."